What's up, y'all? How you guys doing? Mark Holmes here in my workshop, and as always, I want to thank you guys and girls for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this and girls doesn't work. Man, we got some interesting news going on right now. We've heard that Deshaun Watson definitely wants to get out of the Houston Texans organization, and more than likely has played his last down for them after just signing a $39 million a year per average deal. Now, we heard Brian Brodus and Mike Fisher and Jeff Kavanaugh yesterday on G-Bag Nation saying that if the Cowboys can't get a deal done with Dak Prescott, then they should entertain the idea of trading for him if he is not already traded to somebody else. Straight up, player for player. And I went on and told you why that won't work in my mind. Of course, that won't stop the speculation of that. Now, allegedly, again, this is the NFL silly season because, a lot of this stuff is speculation. You could technically say, I heard that the Cowboys were going to trade Dak Prescott. Well, I could be sitting here talking to John and say, hey, John, what if the Cowboys traded Dak Prescott for such and such? Well, technically you can say, I heard somebody talking about it. Because we did talk about it, right? But it doesn't mean that it's actually likely. But be that as it may, it's being reported that Deshaun Watson's preferable place to go is the New York Jets as his number one spot. The second place he would prefer to go to would be the Miami Dolphins, which currently has Tua. So that's an interesting case. And while we're here talking about disgruntled quarterbacks, and I was saying that there's probably about 12 teams in the NFL that are thinking about making a move on quarterback. For example, Ben Roethlisberger's cap number, he has 1 year left on his deal. That is a $42 million hit. And you're looking at Big Ben diminishing returns from where he used to be. So you may want to put the Steelers in that category as a team that's thinking about a quarterback. Well, you can also put in there the Detroit Lions. Since Matthew Stafford has been with the Detroit Lions, allegedly, they've only had one top 10 defense in his career, in which case the team went 11-5. And I dare say that was with Jim Caldwell as a coach who can't seem to find a job. It's amazing that Jim Caldwell had 3 winning seasons out of 4 with the Lions, right? In the last 20 years, the Lions have had 4 winning seasons, all under Jim Caldwell, yet after 2 9-7 seasons, they fired him. Matthew Stafford is another one of those quarterbacks that is being reported once out. Because he's tired. He's tired of being the one that's carrying the whole load for the team and the organization not kind of really getting it together. I mean, you got to be honest with you. They haven't done much over the last 55 years. One of the few teams that have never won a Super Bowl. And it doesn't seem to be changing anytime soon. So Matthew Stafford is looking to be traded as well. It'll be interesting to see if either of those teams make that move. Now, for what we've heard as far as what the Texans are looking for, it's kind of crazy that they're saying that now they want 3 number ones for Deshaun Watson. And I'm not saying that he's not worth that. I mean, you think about the Washington football team using 3 number ones in a second to move up to get RG3 in unknown quantity. You know what you've got with Deshaun Watson. But I'm not sure the Jets want to part with that. And see, not all number ones are the same. If you're talking about the Jets number one, that's the second pick in the draft, as opposed to, let's say, the Steelers. Steelers pick is somewhere in the 20s. So you follow what I'm saying, that it may not be, if it's the Jets, quite the same. Although the Jets have a little bit extra to work with because of the Jamal Adams trade. They've got some number ones that they can play with and say, okay, basically, we got Deshaun Watson for Jamal Adams. That's what it would amount to. Because they got 2 number ones for him. So from the standpoint of the Jets, that's not a bad way to go. It's not really a bad way to go at all. To get a franchise quarterback, a new coach, and everything else to start over with. The Miami Dolphins, well, considering that the Miami Dolphins have the Houston Texans number 1 pick as well, plus their own, it's really not costing them that much to get that guy, with the exception of the fact that they used the number 1 pick last year on Tua. If you're talking about all of the picks. Now, if you're talking about trading Tua for Watson in a number 1, I can see them doing that. I can see that because they're not quite sure what you got with Tua and so on. And you can say, okay, we got Deshaun Watson, with the team that we have already, that next year we could be in good shape. That makes a lot of sense. Now, if you're talking about Matthew Stafford, it would seem like a team like the Colts would make sense for them because, cost-wise, he'd cost you a lot less than Carson Wentz. And I dare say that Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback at the present time than Carson Wentz, and Carson Wentz probably will be staying in Pennsylvania because that's what the owner wants to do. So both of those things are really cool. Oh, well, let me clean this for a second. I got something for you. So much for the Cowboys getting Deshaun Watson. It's amazing he didn't say he wanted to go with the Cowboys. But listen, I got a secret. Got a secret about one of our fans out there, Gina Thorne. Yes.
Look what I made.
What's that?
Lime juice.
You made lime juice.
Yes.
Okay, hold up. So all those limes.
Yes.
Okay. My wife made a whole bottle of lime juice. We bought another bag of limes at Restaurant Depot, and we had some from before that were getting a little bit on the older side, so she made fresh lime juice. Now I wonder, you usually use lemon juice and lime juice as a preservative, but what do you use to preserve lime juice?
Put it in the fridge.
Okay. Thank you, honey. So my wife is creative. She's creative just like I am. And she can't stand to waste anything. Because I was like, oh, here, these limes are old. Let me get rid of them. Don't get rid of them because we get... I'm like, oh, Lord. It's like you just got another bag of them. By the time you use these up, these other ones are going to be old. But anyway, be that as well. But anyway, listen. Back to my story here. Gina Thorne, who's in here, she comments a lot. Gina got a nice rack. Really nice rack. You want to see it? Let me show you. Shh. Let me show you. Bam! That's Gina's rack. That's one of them. I got to get the other one put together and get them sent to her. Gotcha. All right, y'all. I will catch you guys on the flip side. If there's any other news that's breaking in the NFL, you know where to get it. Right here. Joe Boo Sports Report. And a couple people have been sending me messages and everything else asking how they get their racks. Okay? CowboyJoeBoo.com. That's it. CowboyJoeBoo.com. That's my website. It's got the link in there to go to Teespring if you want to get, a Joe Boo shirt or something like that. It's got all of my racks and stuff in there and stuff on there. You can order them however you want to. And it has all of my social media stuff there. So it's really like an all-in-one a la carte thing for you. Yeah, I know. There's some butt ugly Washington ones back there because fans of other teams also want the racks. We all love some racks. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you later.